You know, what I've discovered is that all worry and anxiety comes from wanting to control things that we have absolutely no control over. We can't control other people. We can't control the events that are going to happen. But our minds keep going round and round in circles, trying to find a way to control these things that we absolutely have no control over. The only thing that we have control over is how we think. We have control over our thinking, and our thinking is what translates into our actions. And therefore, we control both our thought and our action. But that's really the only thing we have control over. We can't control other people or things. Good morning, Jennifer, Yolanda, Cindy. Good to see you guys. So, if I only paid attention to my part in what needs to be done, then I would be really happy. Good morning, Terry. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to see you here. Good morning, Cindy. Okay, so you see, here's the thing. Look at it from the point of view of a team. Whether that's a sports team or a team working on a project in an office, look at it from the point of view of a team. Everybody has a role to play in the team. And team members are only expected to do their role, their part, what is expected of them. Imagine a team where, let's say that this is a soccer team and they're on the soccer field and there's one player who wants to play every position. He wants to be at every position. How is that going to work out? And is that player even going to be able to do it? No, they can't. They can't be on the field and be in the goal. They can't be the goalie and a player at the same time. They can't. Everybody has a role to play, and as long as you know that your team members are doing their role, playing their part, then you don't have to worry about them. You just focus on what you've got to do. There are hundreds, sometimes thousands of different jobs in organizations. The chief executive of the organization doesn't go around doing every job. They delegate the work. And they just do their part, and they expect everyone in the organization to do their part. When we worry, we are basically trying to do everyone else's job as well. Everyone who is part of that co-creation. Good morning, Sally, Tomika, Dolores. So good to see you. Well done, Dolores, on your creation. All right, so you see, you can't do other people's job. So you have a role to play in the creative process. And the universe, your inner being, has a role to play in the creative process. Let's take these roles apart. Okay? Your role is to close the gap between your perspective and your inner being's perspective. And the tools have been given to you so that you can understand the perspective of your inner being. Good morning, Elena. Good to see you. What is that tool? That tool is the emotional scale. Using the emotional scale, you know what you need to do. And your role is just to appreciate. Go up the emotional scale. That's your role. Take inspired action. Go up the emotional scale. That's it. The role of your inner being is to help provide that guidance, help trigger the emotion. Your inner being triggers the emotion, therefore your inner being provides you guidance. That's the role of your inner being. Third player in this team is the universe, source. The role of source is to bring into the vortex all components, all creative components that combine together to give you the manifestation, the desire that you asked for. Each member of this team has a role. Here's what goes wrong. You don't listen to the inner being who is trying to give you direction and guidance. You don't listen. You close your ears and you start creating your own scenarios. Number 2, mistake. You start trying to do the job of the universe in bringing the creative components into the vortex. I need this person to do this thing. I need this thing to happen. It's not your job to assemble all the cooperative components. That is the job of the universe. When you try to do the job of the universe or you don't listen to your inner being, then you get stuck. That is where all worry and anxiety come from. Because instead of doing your work, the work that you signed up for it. You signed up for it. And now you're not doing it. Well, if you sign up for something, then you don't do what's required to do. You don't get the results that you wanted to get. It's simple. So, wanting to control things that are not under your control, give up that desire. Give up that. You just do your job. What is your job? I am going to listen to my guidance and go up the emotional scale by using meditation and appreciation. And then I will be inspired to take action, and I will take action, and everything will turn out exactly the way it should in order to make me happy. You can't say everything will turn out exactly the way I have planned it to. You can't say that, because that bringing of cooperative components together is not your job. That's the job of the universe. You can't put it on your plate. It's not your job. Your job is the universe will bring together all the components required to give me what? Joy. To bring me joy. And how the universe does that? Not my problem, because the universe is part of my team and will do whatever they need to do to make sure I get what I want. That's it. So when we start trying to do the job of the universe, we create anxiety because we can't possibly bring all the cooperative components into the vortex. We don't have the information as to where we will locate all the cooperative components. We don't have the energy to pull all of them into the vortex. We don't have the wherewithal to fit it all together. That is uniquely the job of the universe. We cannot do the job of the universe. Good morning, Wendy. Good to see you here. So you see, anxiety comes from wanting to do work that was never our work. And then worrying about whether or not it will get done. Well, you have to trust your team members. You have to trust your team members. If you don't trust your team members, then nothing's going to work. It's just going to lead to frustration. You can't move forward. But the problem here is that the universe and your inner being, they always do their job. It's you. Yes, you. You are the problem. You are the one not doing your job. because you're trying to do other people's job. So don't do that. Trust that the others involved in this co-creation, your inner being, is absolutely doing its job because you are feeling emotion. The universe is absolutely doing its job by bringing all the cooperative components into the vortex. And this is why Abraham keeps reminding us, you got to be in the vortex too. You've got to be a cooperative component. You've got to cooperate with your inner being and with the universe. And if you're not doing the work that was assigned for you to do, then you are not being a cooperative component. And you are leaving yourself out of the equation. So, remind yourself, I can only control the controllable. And our beautiful words for today, our affirmation is, I get control by giving up control. I get control by giving up control. How is that? Well, when you stop trying to control your inner being, you stop asking your inner being not to have a gap between the way it's looking at things and the way you're looking at things. When you stop trying to control the universe into yielding what you want it to yield, that's giving up control. Give up control. And then you get control, because when you stop trying to control your inner being and the universe, then they can do their job to the fullest. And you become a part of the cooperative components and you get everything that you want. You have to play together, not play alone. Play together, not play alone. That's why it's a basketball team, soccer team, hockey team. The teams win. When they declare the result, they don't say, this person won. No, the team wins. Everybody in the team wins. One person scores the goal, but everybody in the team wins. The team wins. And you have to understand that you're part of a team. You're not alone. You're not living life in a silo all alone. It was never meant to be like that, and it is not like that. You have support. You have guidance. You have a team. And it is absolutely time for you to start leaning on the resources of the team. It is absolutely time for you to start trusting this team. Trust the team. And then everything for you will fall into place.